What is up, you guys? It's Jay Simone.
And it's Zach Knight, a.k.a. Tomlin.
And you're listening to Healing While Hustling.
Take a look around, cause ain't nothing that's better than you found. And I always been there to hold you down, If you riding alone, looking down, hey yo, better take a look around, cause ain't nothing that's better than you found. And I always been there to hold you down, If you riding alone, looking down, hey yo, better take a look around.
So, Jay.
Part 2.
The
decision to let go.
The decision.
Mm-hmm.
Boom,
The
boom, boom.
decision. What was the turning point where you realized that love wasn't enough to make it work?
So let me see what I wrote. I said maybe subconsciously. I typically wasn't the one walking away, but there came a time in which I would self-sabotage the relationship, and eventually they would leave me. So I honestly didn't leave. I was left a lot, but I know why. And it's because subconsciously, I wasn't, or consciously, I knew things consciously weren't right. Subconsciously, I was like, I got to get away. Consciously, I was like, no, anxious. No, don't leave. But subconsciously, I'm like, dude, you gotta get this person away from you. So I would self-sabotage. Where were you? You know, blah, 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 blah. Half the time I was justified. Everything I was saying was like, well, that's because there's actually stuff going on.
Right.
But then eventually it would just be like, I would be too much and they would leave me. And then, woe is me, Zach. Woe is me. Well, it's like, Zach, dude, you honestly, like, you're whatever you're being just threw up a protective, like, defense mechanism that you ain't even know you had.
Yeah.
But you did it and you pushed them away. Not in like a violent, physical or anything like that, but just me being, you know,
closed off.
Maybe like controlling at some point in time because, like, yeah, maybe they were running around on me or doing something or you know, doing things where it would appear they would be doing that or whatever. I don't know. But now I don't do that anymore though. Because, like, why self-sabotage? Like, like bring that to the forefront and be like, okay. And it's hard for me to break up with people, though. I feel horrible about it. If people actually like me, if people like me, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it anymore. It's hard. That's hard for me to break up with somebody. But I will do that though. I just feel bad about it.
That's interesting.
Well, if they're good to me, and it's just not, I'm just not feeling it.
No, I see that because I
like,
feel
they
the
could be
same.
Amazing people, and I'm just like,
same.
oh my gosh, you're so good, just not for me.
Yeah, but like, that's
and that, you know, and like I love those people too. Like I love those girls, like I do. Or like I'm just like,
making noodles.
I don't know, somebody, Vinny, Chris, I don't know.
It smells like chicken bouillon.
People want to think we do this for a living.
Zach, do you want anything from Dunkin'?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Do I want something from Dunkin'?
Tomlin runs on Dunkin'.
Take a coffee with the cream of sugar.
I went there and got a coffee one time, and I forgot to ask them to put like the flavor syrup in there. It was an iced coffee.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for it. I went out and I got in the car and I like took a sip of it. Let me tell you, I almost had coffee everywhere. I was pissed. And then I looked down and I said, I didn't tell them that I wanted it.
It's always when you go to get, like, you're like, oh, this is a Dr. Pepper, and then you drink it and it's not a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Did I answer that question fully before we were talking about Dunkin'? Yeah, that was it. It was just, the stuff would just pile up.
Yeah.
It would pile up subconsciously.
And then you would self-sabotage.
Yeah, because like they're not going to change. I wanted them to.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you need to change the
But
bad stuff. Which was the bad stuff. But dude, Zach, walk away, man. Like, just leave. Like, they're not going to change. Just leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know, live and learn. So for you though, what was the turning point where you realized that love wasn't enough to make it work?
when I would start to lose myself. I wrote.
I love that.
Well, I literally wrote that. I wrote when I started to When I started to lose myself, the good no longer outweighed the bad, and what was considered quote unquote good was no longer worth it.
When I started to lose myself.
Yeah. So like back to like when I would notice that like my significant other would bring out parts of me that I did not like about myself, or would make me feel a certain way that I didn't want to feel, and then
Right.
just didn't care.
Yeah.
That's when I realized if I could sit there and cry, and you could be right there next to me and not care, and I'm losing myself, and I'm trying to fix the issue, or at least trying to come to some middle ground, that's when I would know, like, yeah, no, it's time for me to go.
Two different things you had there. One seems to be more compromise, or
Yeah.
or being heard, being acknowledged,
Mm-hmm.
being not just acknowledged, validated, and then action taken upon that
Right.
that. So I see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said lose yourself, what came to mind for me is who I am.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not writing music, if I'm not who I am, if I'm not Zach Knight,
Mm-hmm.
then something's wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that's what I like when you said that. I just wanted to separate that because, like, you were saying lose yourself, but then I heard like you're upset, you're breaking down, you know, and then they're not, that might not necessarily be you losing yourself. That's you losing your shit, basically. Like,
Well, there's
you're upset,
that.
right?
But like, I mean, like,
I say losing your shit, but you know what I'm talking about. Like,
not taking care of myself, not doing my hair, not doing my makeup, not,
yes,
dressing up how I do
There
because it
you
makes them feel a certain type of way, or
there you go.
like just changing parts of
you
myself
go.
that I don't need to change to be loved.
Yeah,
And like I would
when you stop
I would
like putting that,
like I would
when you stop
change
showing up for
that.
yourself.
Yeah, I would change that. And it's like when I notice like, okay, I'm not like myself at all. I'm losing everything that I love about me, and this person is supposed to love me.
Yeah,
It's time for me to go.
yeah,
Because when I stray far away from myself, it's like you can go so far away from yourself that you probably will never come back to yourself again.
that's when you need to have your friends around you, just to be like, yo, you ain't acting like yourself. Like, because if you came in here, because you got this classy aura to you, sometimes sometimes we bum it out every once in a while. You know. But like every once in not every once in a while, you always come in classy. You always got, so like, if you came in for like extended period of time, you ain't wearing makeup, you ain't doing nothing or whatever, I'd be like, you good? Like,
Are you okay?
good? Yeah, I'd be like, you good? Like, like I'm not,
Something's wrong.
you ain't got to do any of that. Like, you do you, boo, but like,
No, but
are you
I
good?
take care of myself in that aspect.
Right. So-
That's me.
Right. And I know that. So like if I would see that, touche. So
Yeah.
and yeah, that's fair because I can see, like I would just kind of, when I stop caring, like if I'm like, why do I care?
I don't even care
I
about it
don't
anymore.
care.
It doesn't even matter.
Right.
It
Yeah.
does matter. It does matter.
Well,
How did you distinguish? Why does this happen to me? How
I don't know. You write this stuff.
how did you distinguish between holding on out wait.
Holding out. You're a rapper. You're supposed to be able to do this.
Oh, okay.
Just get her. Just rap it.
How did you distinguish between holding on out of hope versus out of habit or fear?
So I've never thought about potentially holding out of habit or holding on out of habit. It was always out of fear, and irrational fear. So let me get back to the question. It was, I never thought, oh, this is a habit. Like, okay, now that I'm more trained, I know that I'm conditioned to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So a habit. But while all this is going on, I'm afraid to lose them. I'm afraid to be alone. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. So it wasn't really so much habit.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I didn't even think about habit. It was, for me, it was fear, and it was a rational fear because, like I said earlier, toxicity was leaving my life. My body was being cleansed and I was being healed. And so there was nothing to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, I should have been like, this is awesome. But, That's what it is. So, how did you distinguish holding on out of hope versus out of the habit or fear? See how I did that? I just want to say, I've been out of practice for rapping for a long time, but see how I just like.
Well, there should have been a comma there.
Oh, my bad. Well, is there a comma here? There is no comma.
No.
You did not write a comma. That is on you.
Yes.
Shared responsibility. I didn't edit. I'm sorry.
Guilty.
We're both good. I'll take it. I should have backed you up.
I said actions. That's where it boiled down to me.
Actions. Actions from who? You or other person?
Wait.
How did you distinguish
Why is
between...
this so hard for me? Why?
What is hard? Let's answer? Or?
No, because I'm trying to figure out if I read that question wrong when I answered it.
Well, why don't you just answer it, and then we'll figure out if you read it wrong.
Okay, so I said actions. I'm always willing to listen and understand one's reasoning or explanation, but as soon as I see your actions not lining up, I'm gone. I read this question wrong when I answered it.
It's okay. We'll answer it now.
Okay. Out of hope.
Like habit or fear.
Oh, when it got dangerous.
That was... So when it got dangerous, you were like, this is fear or habit?
Habit.
Repeating
Why is this
pattern.
so hard for me? Why don't I understand the question?
Well, I mean, you heard my answer. It was this. I was like, I never really thought of it as habit. Like in the moment, I never thought, hey, this is my habit or this is my cycle. I wasn't educated at the time on that. So it was, for me, it was all fear. So yeah. So if it's like that, what did you just say? You said,
Actually, no. Maybe it was more so fear out of not being able to be loved because I was told that I can't be loved.
fair. That's what I think. Fear. That's fear for me. Is fear of like not being able to be being unlovable.
If it were habit,
It's ridiculous. Everybody's lovable, by the way.
If it were a
Even
habit,
narcissists.
I not sure I would have broken out of it if it were habit.
What's the cycle we talk about? Those habits is the cycle. Like, so I guess if we really wanted to like rewrite this question to hold on 1 second. Someone's probably calling me. Who's calling me? I don't know who this person is. I'll probably get back to them later.
They'd be fine.
They'd be fine. They'd be good. Sorry, what did I just say? Habit. Oh.
It was fear. I definitely would say it was fear for sure.
Fear of loss.
Because like I never was gravitated to it. I was never like, I guess because like when you have a habit, you're almost like gravitated towards it. It's like a guilty pleasure.
I think they wanted to be like, they were trying to ask like the cycle. How did you know that you were still stuck in your cycle? I don't know. I don't like that question so much because it's weird. It's fine.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't like it either. We'll pass on that one. But I think we said some pretty insightful things regarding
But I really
it.
do. Like if I am to think about it and if I'm thinking about it correctly,
It's
fear. Because
Yeah.
I genuinely believed that I was not lovable.
Yep. It's the fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, fear of, oh my gosh, there's nobody else going to be around. Like,
Yeah.
please, people. It is the world where everybody wants to leave because they think the grass is greener on the other side because of all the social media stuff.
The grass is
So-
greener where you water it.
That's lesson. I'm gonna have to clock it. Clock it. That's like, I gotta get the sound effects. Like the podcast will be so much better, people, when we get the sound effects.
Yes.
Like, just trust me. Like it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love it.
This is only episode 3.
It's gonna be the best podcast ever.
Did letting go feel like a loss or did it eventually feel like a release, and why?
So, for the most part, I always viewed the end of a romantic relationship as a loss. Like, at first, it would trigger my fear of abandonment and cause me to act out of character and irrational. So at the beginning, like any romantic relationship, I think triggered my abandonment issues. So I'm fearing that I'm losing something, even though it's actually healing me. I feel like I'm losing something, but it would trigger that abandonment, that clawing, that the grasping for straws. And I would like just act out of character, just irrational. And yeah, so it felt like a loss. And then what happened was eventually, because this was like when I was younger, and then I started saying like, okay, I need to like, what's going on? So I took the journey. I was like, I need to take a journey. And I took this journey of like a radical transformation, and I'm not fully complete with it. I'm not done with it, but it was like a journey of self-discovery, and it led me to that. And through that, it's a gain. So it's a gain. It's an opportunity. It's a release. It's power. So when I was young, I had and I still have depression, but like my depression was so bad, and I didn't understand that happiness is a choice, and that's a weird thing to say, but we can get into that later. And so nobody judge me on that. Like there's books about it. We can Deepak Chopra, we can get into it, but at first it felt like a loss, but then after time heals, I just need time. Now it's like, oh my gosh, thank God for unanswered prayers. Like, thank God that girl didn't come back to me. Thank God I didn't end up with her. Thank God. Like, oh my God, I could literally put that on repeat. Thank God I didn't end up with her 15 million times. So while it felt like a loss, eventually, myself, once I was like, then it became, this is power.
Able to see.
This is power. Yeah. And thank God. So for you, did letting go feel like a loss, or did eventually feel like a release? And why?
Letting go, no. It never felt like a loss. I wrote no.
I love that.
Isn't that interesting?
It's different. That's what I want to figure out, the different. Like, that's where we want to drill down.
The difference, I would say, so I said, no, I knew I had everything to gain. Most of the time, after doing everything I felt I could, I'd mentally check out and wait for my physical being to catch up. So like,
I feel like women can do that. Like,
absolutely.
Because I hear that from women all the time. They mentally check out. The relationship was dead before it ended. That's like a typical thing that I hear all the time.
I see that I always ended up leaving everyone. So I would end up being like, okay, this is not good. I need to leave.
Yeah.
Because there was no change or anything within that. And I always had to make sure that I was sure of that.
That's a mature decision too.
Like, I had to make sure that I was sure of that. So I would try absolutely everything. I mean, even giving the most grace that I could give to the point where, again, I would almost
hurt
lose
yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the detriment of yourself.
Yes. And I already came to terms with the fact that I lost the person that I had loved. So I already knew that I wasn't going to get the person that I had in the beginning that was intrigued with me, that wasn't comfortable, that, was actually trying. I had already lost the person that I loved. So I knew that I had nothing else, to lose. I had everything to gain.
Right.
So it was like when I got to that point, it was like, okay, I know I have to leave. And I would just try to go about it in the most mature way that I could. It was always a release. It was always a release, but it was a release with love.
I'm like looking away because I'm looking up lyrics.
Oh.
Because so I want to get the lyrics right. So give me 1 second. You edit, so you can like cut this out.
It was a release with love always, because I knew that I would always come to terms with the fact that was the best decision, then staying together was.
I like where her head's at.
Yeah.
It's the Linkin Park song. It says, I forget exactly. I'm trying to look for the lyrics, but it's the picture is now like the photo was then. Once it's crumbled up, it can never be perfect again. Something along those lines, where it's basically like once you put those creases in that relationship, and it's crumbled up, you crumble up that picture and you try to like smooth out. No matter how smooth you get it, those wrinkles, that damage is still there. It's never going to be perfect. It's
still there. And so if I got to that point and I was like, this is not working, I had to release.
I like it. That's strong. That's strength. Because like honestly, like I would like hang on, like getting drugged, like like getting drugged down the road behind a car, like, and you were able to just be like, check out, and then really check out.
Yeah.
And
I had
I
to.
respect that. I
But
respect that.
It was always out of love. I never tried to be mean about it or anything, because obviously it could hurt the other person or whatever. But I mean, I would make it very, very clear of where I stood.
You get
and
you don't
letting it
have
go.
I mean, I've seen the J, like the night. I've seen the J Simone come out, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
night come out, like
Oh, yeah.
like you've seen the night come out, and I've seen the Simone come out,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
yeah, we can get. You don't want to mess with us.
Yeah, we can get up there. We absolutely can. It
But
takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a
does
lot.
take a lot. And we come come down quickly too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not constantly at
Yeah.
that. Like we'll bring it back down.
Do what we gotta do. Get up there and come right back down.
Yeah, because I don't want to get up there, and I know you don't want to get up there either. But
No.
so I've never taken you like as far as like. I feel like everything you do is out of love.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I've never seen you do anything vindictive out of anger.
Don't have it in me.
I don't see you. I've never seen you. I've never seen you do
can't.
anything. I'll tell you. I would. I'd call you out on things. I've never seen you.
Like even when someone does something so horrible to me and I have every opportunity to do it, I can't. I don't have that in me.
That's wonderful.
Most people
wonderful.
are like, oh my gosh, like I could I can't. And sometimes I would sit and be like, gosh, like I wish I could just have that anger. And then I'm thankful that I don't. But I can't.
It's such a waste of energy.
It is.
It really is.
And then I also think like, man, if I was on the other side, like I would never want that done to me. So yeah.
And now I'll say when I was younger and stuff, like I'd probably pop off the mouth a little bit and definitely
got me in trouble a few times.
Facts. But growing up and aging and stuff, like I've learned and like look, I'm not perfect. Like people can. Sometimes night got to come out though. I'm sorry. Sometimes you got to come out. Like
I'm healing, not healed. God's not finished with me.
Amen.
Yet.
Amen, girl. Amen.
Not finished.
No, not by a long shot. I know. Mm-mm. All right, girl. We on part three. Healing after the goodbye.
Healing after the goodbye.
So
that self-reflection, growth, emotional clarity, all the good fun, butterflies and rainbows and sunshine.
Wouldn't it be nice? Mm-hmm.
How did the decision to let go help you grow emotionally or spiritually or both?
See, I don't know if it was a decision the whole time because of, like me pushing them away subconsciously or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that, oh my goodness, thank God. Just thank God. Thank God. Like, I have grown so much, and I've always grown in those sections of time when I've been healing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to self-destruct. Like, so end of a relationship, I'd be in bed all the time, sleeping. I would not go to work. I would not do. There is somebody at the doorbell.
The actual door.
It is Dunkin' Donuts. It is not any person. Like I said, it wasn't really so much of like a choice, but it helped me grow. It helped me to learn that I need to keep dating. All the things that I've done. I mean, I got in the books, man. I hit the books. I studied so many relationship books that I can't even tell you. What is it? Love languages, 5 love languages. Like, I mean, I could seriously go through all these books that I've read about relationships because I was like, I do not, especially after my divorce. After my divorce, that was a big catalyst for me because for me, marriage is forever.
Yeah.
So when I went through that, I was like, I do not want to do this again. So I need to make sure that I'm not picking the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
And also once I find that person the things I can control because I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I have had things happen to me, but I don't live there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only control myself. So like the things like dating, because there were things that in all these relationships, I don't care how badly I was treated, there were always things that I could do that would have been better. You know, there were always little things I could have done better.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't deserve that, and that's fine. But Amy does. So my wife, she does deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
So all those things that I've learned, I'm like, okay, you got to keep dating. I keep doing this, got to keep doing that. You know, that's what I'm doing. And I think that's why our relationships, so good. You know, not
Mhm.
perfect. We have our issues where, you know, and I got to get into like doing the best, better. I can do better. But like, you know, we both are in that spot and it's
Yeah.
like, it's good. But without that, like, I might keep messing up and then I'd mess up this relationship. So, but self-awareness.
Yep. Self-awareness.
So how about you? How did the decision to let them go help you grow emotionally or spiritually? I feel like you about to get up, like start dancing, like on Sunday morning, like we in church.
About to preach.
That's right, preach, preach. Let the spirit take in.
So I gained insight on ways to tell if someone really hates or genuinely loves you.
Hates or loves. In line.
I know how far manipulation can go, and I now know how to protect myself. So, I gained insight on like little small things that somebody will do, like demeaning comments. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you just do this."
Yeah, you pick up on
Or-
that.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
yeah.
Because like you were like, because we'd be talking, you'd be like, "Did you notice how they said this?" I'm like, "Huh?" And I'd be like, "What did they say?" And I go out and be like, "Hey, did they? Like, I can see how that came out that way." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like I didn't even pick up like that."
I gain small little insight and
Pass
just-
those along.
it
along. Put them on the podcast resources page. For real.
I learn ways to tell if someone actually genuinely does love you or whether they're just in it to gain something,
Yeah.
from you. Whether they want to really pour into you or if they want to take out of you. And that's important because if you don't realize those small things, you'll mistake it for somebody caring. Like, if someone's constantly wanting to know where you're at, who you're with.
Mm-hmm. You might at first think, "Oh, they're concerned about me. They're just worried
Yeah.
about me." Or
Like at first, you'll
Just
be like,
checking in.
they want to make sure that I'm safe, that I'm
Yeah.
okay, that I'm good. Until you leave your friend's house to go to Sheets and
"You weren't at your friend's house.
yeah.
I went by."
And then you
Ooh.
go home, and next thing you know, you're fighting for the next 3 hours because you went to go see a friend. Small things like that you wouldn't notice. And I'm
So it
thankful
happens.
I'm thankful that I had to go through something like that to learn that,
Oh yeah,
because sometimes people marry those people
they do.
and then they
They
find
get
out
stuck.
they find out after everything. So I gained a lot of insight on what
Oh,
I'm
you're
really
so
looking for.
young. Like
Yeah.
like this is like you're ahead
Yeah.
of where so many people are already. So it's like
Yeah.
and that's
Right.
what I want. I want people to like find this stuff out find this stuff out early and when they're young, so they don't make the mistakes I've made. And like, I'd like people to find true love.
Yeah, genuine love.
What do I want to say? Like genuine love, true love, and I guess true love should be obvious that like it's unconditional and
It
it's
should be a companion.
right. And like so that's I feel like, but that's what I want people to find the person that's going to care about them. They're going to reciprocate. Everything's going to be good early. And I don't want people to go through these toxic relationships that I've gone through, that you've gone through,
Mm-hmm.
that almost everyone goes through. Because if you guys can learn from my mistakes, please do. Don't make them. I don't want you.
Yeah.
I don't want y'all to have the scars I got. Like
You know what I like to say? If they're not doing it now, they're not going to do it later. If they are doing it now, they're not going to stop later.
That's facts. That's facts.
So, like, if they're not
Make sure to
Ending
put the work in.
dates.
Put the work in though. We got like the work.
absolutely,
Because I have to be honest, like, like I said, like at the anger problem I had when I was younger, and stuff like that was unchecked, like, and it was never violent.
yeah,
It was never violent. I wasn't a violent person. It just I had anger issues.
it was anger. Yeah,
Yeah. So and like things that I've done in the past, like I have grown, changed, learned,
Mhm.
and done a lot of therapy and like stuff like that to like be a better person. So I worked on it, and the action.
You did the work.
It's
though.
the action. I love the work.
You did the
have
work
to put in the work. And
not everybody. They just want it.
They
to
don't
happen.
They don't want to like look at themselves and be like, oh,
no.
Where am I going wrong?
Everything around them is the problem.
Right. It's like, dude, you can only control yourself though. So figure out what you're doing wrong and do your best to fix it.
Right. And fix that.
That's not gonna happen overnight. But just do your best.
It's a work in progress.
Right. So to your point, and my heart has always been the same. So like my heart has always been the same. So it's not unrealistic for people to be like, oh, Zach's angry, but like he's got a huge heart. He's gonna take care of it or whatever. So like, but yeah, like if they're not getting the therapy, like I have a therapist, a life coach, a nutritionist, and a personal trainer all at the same time, because I was like, I want to make sure that people are holding me accountable.
Right.
That, if I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, so I had like all that to make sure that I'm good, because I was like, I need help. So,
What boundaries or self-promises have you made since that experience?
I think I turned into Janae a little bit before I met you, because I started getting much stricter. Like I would peace out very quickly. Very quickly. Like it became whereas like you do, and it might not have even been fair to people sometimes, but it was like you do one thing that I'm like, I don't know, and I was out.
Sometimes it has to be that way though, because you have to know that, okay, that's not going to work for me.
Yep.
And that has to be okay.
And it bounced. And as far as that goes, the promises I made to myself are basically just not to let people make me feel less than. And not be with somebody that's gonna put me down, hurt me, that kind of stuff. And done a pretty good job of that so far. I think I did all right. I think I did it. I think I did that one. So, but at the same time, I gotta make sure like I'm doing the same for her. Right. It's always a mutual thing.
It has to be. It has to be.
So what about you? And this is like, boundary, like for women, like now, like, obviously women do crazy stuff to men, but
yes, they do.
They do. But
they do.
But men,
I don't,
are typically bigger. So I'm trying to be such a feminist here, but they're typically bigger and stronger. I'm trying to be a feminist here because like I know some women that can kick my ass 30, well, easily kick my ass, but like, could take some people on. So this is a generic statement, especially because I'm 5'10" and like 130. But no, but like it's very like, so when I think about women and like I have that like protective instinct, like y'all need to be careful. So like you need these boundaries and the promises that you make to yourself to not be in these dangerous positions, which or could be dangerous, are important. So I'm all yours.
I said to never let someone do that to me or make me feel that way again. Love myself more. Yes, they do need to prove themselves. Your partner should never tear you down. Your partner should make things easier.
Fair. They should, shouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Like
it should be both
you
ways.
Should never tear each other down. That's ridiculous. Like, what's that? No, build each other up. That's what you do. It
does absolutely nothing.
It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
And yeah, boundary wise, I'm always forever going to be kind. But a lot of the times if someone's like, oh, hey, beautiful, or if they say something like that, I don't respond.
Gosh, Janae,
a lot of the times
it was only that one time.
A lot of the times, like I've always felt like I had to respond or say, "Oh, thank you," or just out of being kind. And a lot of the times, being kind can get you into situations you don't want to be in.
It can be.
People can take it wrong, or just as a female, there's things that get attracted to you that you may not necessarily want attracted to you, and if you don't have the mentality to understand that what it could actually be if it's
What
real
it could
love,
turn into.
or what it could turn into. If you don't have that type of mentality, you could definitely allow boundaries to be crossed.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you know it, you realize that all these boundaries have been crossed.
And you're in a very toxic relationship.
You're in a very bad situation. Right.
And ouch.
Yeah. So I'm always going to be kind, but I'm not, if I get catcalled or something like that, like I'm not, I don't acknowledge it, or I'm not like, oh, thanks, or I don't like, ha ha ha. Like I
feel like it's just inviting
do
someone
that.
for further conversation.
And I don't want to talk to you. I
think,
mean, not you necessarily, but like people.
Yeah,
that
well,
catcall.
thank you. Like, and no, I did not catcall Janae. Everyone should know that. Jeez, they're jokes, people.
But like, yeah, I don't come off as like the bubble. I'm still me, but I am just not as inviting.
We may want to bring somebody in some point in time, because this topic, like, as far as like abusive situations, like, as far as like the boundaries and like what boundaries to expect, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like we have resources. We could probably bring somebody in and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I just,
because it was hard for me to actually establish boundaries. I was never taught what those were.
Correct. And not many people are.
They
don't teach that in school. They don't teach you what a toxic relationship looks like in school. They don't teach you what a healthy relationship looks like in school. They don't teach you that.
I don't mean to like make this a race thing, but boundaries in a black
Make it
household,
a race thing, girl.
Boundaries in a black household, those don't exist. Boundaries,
yeah, okay.
They don't exist.
Sometimes it's a family thing.
What you don't want me in your space or bothering you, like.
Oh, I'm going to do some more?
Yeah, boundaries, it wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. If you had boundaries from where I'm from, personally where I was raised, you were selfish. If you had any type of, I personally don't want to do that. Well, you think you better than somebody. You think that you're just better than everybody, that you don't want to do that, or that you feel like you don't have to. Yeah, that's what boundaries were.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. Because that definitely molded a lot.
It did. Because I never knew that was a thing. Like, and I feel like, especially as a female, I should know what boundaries are, because there were times that boundaries were crossed and I never even actually knew that it was wrong. I never even knew that it was wrong.
And young, especially when young people. You know what I'm saying?
I never knew. And it's important. Boundaries are super duper important.
Yes. Some boundaries should not be crossed.
At all.
All right. What else is this one?
If you could say one final thing to that person now, what would it be, and what would you say to your former self?
Thanks. I appreciate. Thank you. Like, it is what it is. Like, I really don't have much to say to him, to be honest with you. I think my final word is just me, just doing me, because they're watching me doing big things and they ain't doing nothing. Oh gosh, that's so cocky. But, and as far as my former self, I'd be like, yo, get it together, get it together, and just stop playing white knight. Like, stop doing that. You have plenty to offer. You're good. You don't need to like swoop in and save someone, because people that are on your level, that are doing your things, do find you attractive, do like you, and will treat you good. Like, knock it off. Smack. Like, I'd probably smack them. They'd be like, knock it off. And especially the part of me that was like doing the chasing. I would have smacked me 15 times over. Mm-hmm. But as far as like the other people, I'm done. It's like, that's all processed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a while, Jay. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. Like, the last person, and you were privy to the things the last person did. And I just was like, I looked at that message and I was like, for real? And just, I'm sorry for what you have going on. I wish you the best. This is probably not the healthiest way to deal with this. Have a nice life. Mm-hmm. And that's it. So it's like, to me, that was the biggest smack in the face ever. Like, what? Like, this is the dude that was supposed to care about me the most, and he was just like nonchalant, like, sorry, I hope everything works out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
So how about you, Jay? How about you, Janae? Jay Simone? How many bars are you going to drop on these fools?
I would say I hope that person genuinely heals and finds that belonging and happiness in life.
Your face so didn't say that, by the way. I did not expect that.
You don't need to hurt others in order for them to feel your pain.
I like that.
And that's like just the honest truth, regardless of what was done to me, the damage that was done. I genuinely hope that person heals because I wouldn't want to live a life like that. And if they don't heal, then their karma is just that.
Fair. Like, I don't, to all the people in my past, I really wish them the best. They're not a part of my life anymore,
It's wild,
but it doesn't matter. Like, go do your thing.
Even though part of me is just like, dang, like I really want to say some hurtful stuff. I don't have it in me to say hurtful. I just don't. Like, I have it in me to spread love. I have it in me to spread that love, even though like most people, they probably would, they would say a few things.
I might. I try not to.
I want my story and
to be the right one.
Yeah, like I want people to remember me in a specific way. I don't ever want to just be out there spreading hate or regardless of what someone did to me. That's not my job to handle.
I think
so. The only thing that I could do is give love. Hey, I hope that you find what you're looking for or what hurts you, right. And for myself, I'm not so sure.
You're so insightful.
What I would have told myself, because I feel like I had to move on.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't try to stay stagnant, and even though it seemed like I could have been jumping from person to person to person, I always knew that there was some sort of lesson that I had to learn. I don't know if I would have gone, I would have probably told myself that I don't need to prove that I can be loved, because regardless of what happened, that person in the end wouldn't end up loving me regardless of what I proved.
Fair.
Regardless of what I did, I said, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. I think that's probably what I would have, told myself. Like, you don't have to prove that this person should love you, or that you can be loved, or that you can bring happiness to someone's life, or that, you have all these capabilities. I would tell myself I didn't have to prove that, but I felt that I did have to.
It's wild because like sometimes I think this is the stuff I want to tell my son. Like, dude, you don't gotta prove this, man. You're all like, there's that. Like,
I feel like if my family told me, hey, you don't have to prove that, Janae. You don't have to constantly prove to people that because you are loved. You have this, you have. If I had that, I don't think I would have tried to force people to love me, because it was like they didn't actually love me. They just lusted after me, and I thought it was love. So I would end up trying to force them to love me, but they never loved me to begin with.
There. That's yeah. That. But
a lot of growth through that, though. I'm very grateful for that growth. I'm grateful for seeing that, because
grew so much.
Because now I can just be so happy that my future husband is going to be a powerful, strong man and have everything that I want.
You ain't gonna need no man. You can have one if you want one. You ain't gonna need a man.
I know I don't need one. I want one, so I'm gonna pick the one that I want.
All right. I feel it. That's right. Pick it. Pick him. All right. I heard there's some wild stuff going on in the world.
I heard there's some wild stuff.
So tell me something.
All right.
Like, let's end this off like with some energy.
Energy. Are we going to explain to them exactly what's going on here?
Who are you explaining what to? Oh, I mean, we can. So we are going to be... Okay, go ahead. You want to do it? You have like the... You want to...
So,
you sound all professional.
After each episode, we are going to be starting like a new segment that's called that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is to pretty much either find a story or like, it has to be obviously a real one. Like it could be whatever it is, but it just has to be, that's wild. Like
That it has to make you say
wild.
That's wild.
Yes, it has to make you say that's wild.
And I was looking for stuff last night. I even had Amy.
Oh, I got one.
I know you have one, so you may have one. I'm like, so you do yours, and I'll have to come back hard next episode to have like something. I got to figure something. I kept going after something. I was doing research. I was like, dude, this is boring. She can be like, this is boring.
you're gonna have to. It could be.
Let me grab my tea.
It could be like the scientists found a new cell or they found a new germ. For all I care about.
Literally. Oh well, I can tell you, within 5 years, we should be able to regrow our adult teeth.
That's wild.
Yes. Bam. Right. That's true. That's true story. True story. Within 5 years, we should have the technology to regrow our adult teeth.
On the other hand, have a story that's from good old Maryland. Good old Maryland.
Meanwhile, in Maryland.
So, I'm sure, some people may know about this.
What are you talking about
case. So, Nicole Michelle Johnson, she is a 36-year-old. She was the aunt and the caretaker of her niece, 7-year-old Jocelyn Johnson, and her nephew, 5-year-old Larry O'Neill III.
Okay. How old?
The niece was 7.
Okay.
The nephew, 5.
Okay.
And their mother had, trusted Nicole with them in her care. And so in May of 2020...
so Nicole was not the mom.
No, Nicole is the aunt.
Okay, Nicole is the aunt.
Nicole is the aunt.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nicole, she's the aunt and the caretaker for her niece and her nephew. Her niece is 7 years old, and then her nephew is 5.
So, like, when you say caretaker, what are you saying, like, babysitter kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, she would take care of them, like, when their mom had moved to Maryland and the mom would go or, whatever.
Do her thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She would take care of her niece and nephew.
Right.
So, in May of 2020, while staying 5 years ago.
Man, everybody in lockdown.
While staying in a motel, Nicole says that she struck Jocelyn, causing the girl to fall and hit her head.
5-year-old Jocelyn. Or is it 7? 5-year-old?
5-year-old. No, 7.
7-year-old Jocelyn. So she hit a 7-year-old.
She's 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So she says that she fell and hit her head. I'm wondering if I should start at this part or if I do. Okay. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Intermission.
Before I go I'm gonna come back to May of 2020.
We're gonna circle back to May of 2020.
We're gonna circle back to May.
Right here on my notepad.
It's gonna make sense if I tell it this way. Okay. So
right.
and I'll probably cut this out.
Okay.
All right. So so she's the caretaker of her niece and nephew. On July 28th of 2021, okay, Baltimore County Police conducted what they thought was going to be a regular traffic stop in Essex, Maryland.
Okay.
Nicole's the aunt. Her car, it was unregistered, uninsured, and bore a fake West Virginia temporary tag.
Oh, okay. So she was sporting fake tags.
Yeah. During the stop, she reportedly said to them, "It doesn't matter. I won't be here in 5 days. Y'all gonna see me on the news making my big debut."
Say, okay.
While officers asked her to clear her belongings, one detected the unmaskable odor of decomposition.
Oh, no.
And saw maggot-infested items. I saw the video, the body cam footage of this.
No,
I saw
watched it.
I did. Nicole pulled out a bag and suitcase. Upon inspection, the bodies of Jocelyn and Larry were discovered in the trunk.
Wow.
Now, that was July 28th of 2021.
Now, wait, what happened? Okay, we're gonna circle back. Okay,
This is
let's
where
go.
we're
Okay.
circling back.
Okay, because like
This is where we're circling back
Let's circle back.
to May of 2020.
Okay.
So May of 2020, while Nicole was staying at a motel with Jocelyn, her niece, 7, and her nephew, Larry, 5, Nicole says that she struck Jocelyn, causing the girl to fall and hit her head. 2020. She later placed the child's body in a suitcase and kept her in her car for kept her in the car of her trunk for several months.
Wait, July of 2021 wasn't the traffic stop?
Yeah.
So
Over a year.
that's a straight year in the summer heat?
Over a year.
In the summer heat.
About 2 months before the July 2021 traffic stop, Larry reportedly fell asleep, which Larry is the nephew.
Okay.
Larry reportedly fell asleep in the back of the car and never woke up. Nicole placed his body alongside his sister's in a plastic tote in the trunk as well.
That is wild. It's also so Larry, they're saying, was alive.
He
until
was
2 months prior to that stop.
Yeah, until 2 months prior to the July 28th stop in 2021.
How do you not, as a mother, be like, "Where's my daughter?
Where's my son? Where are the
dude,
where
that ain't. There's so much to unpack there."
So it says Nicole Johnson, she pled guilty on August 13th in 2024. I mean,
like dead to rights.
This kind of actually pisses me off.
I mean, I don't like this shit.
To 2 counts of first-degree child abuse, resulting in death of a victim under 13. And in February 10th to the 11th, so of 2025, so this year, she was imposed a life sentence.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. She needs to be in there forever.
Yeah.
But it says, imposed a life sentence, suspending all but 50 years, meaning she must serve 50 years in prison. So she's in prison now, where she needs to be, where she belongs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, I remember when it was fat. Like, I remember because
Amy,
2021.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember that.
I remember because it came out and I saw it on Instagram and I was like, we were all like, what? And it was on TikTok.
So wait, on 2020.
And they were.
Oh, okay. This is the traffic stop.
The traffic stop. The traffic stop. Because they didn't understand what she was talking about. They were like, what?
Of course, yeah. Like, you're going to make your big debut. What are you talking about?
And
what was she going to do? What was she going to be like? Hey, guys, look what I did.
Right. They were going to tow her car because of, like, you know, it being uninsured, the tags, all that stuff. They were going to tow it, and they were like, oh, you know, just get what you need out of the back of it. Can you imagine? Can you, like, I watched the body cam footage that they released.
You were the officers?
Yes. And the one officer, I don't know. That man's probably traumatized.
I would have been traumatized.
He's probably traumatized.
That's
traumatized.
That's something you don't.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't think you ever. No, that's.
How do you do that?
I don't. That's why I never. That's why I could never be a first responder. That's not my thing. I mean, I would do.
First responders, I got to give them.
No, they get their props.
But the aunt.
Oh, you talking about? I have. That's a sickness beyond what I could ever even pretend to imagine. Like, I couldn't even pretend to even think of how sick I would have to be, or how sick someone would have to be.
I need to know, like, the questions that were asked to her, what she said to people about where the kids were, the mom.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know all of that.
Find it out. Figure it out.
I'm gonna have to.
All right.
I'm sure there's, because I'm all, and I love watching the documentaries.
I know you and Amy.
I love it all because it's like you can actually learn stuff from that. If you're smart and you're okay. You know, people say it can mess up your head or whatever, and it's crime shows or whatever. But if you are really paying attention, you can learn
protect
from
yourself.
it.
You can save yourself. You can save your life
from it. Absolutely.
That's the one thing I'm like. they're bringing attention to it. Plus, they're bringing more eyes to it.
Mm-hmm.
All these court
Yeah.
cases,
Yeah.
you're bringing eyes to it. And I'm like, oh, that's okay, good. Because
Yeah.
somebody may have missed something or,
Mhm.
I didn't think that should have been reported.
You
But-
know about Amy Bradley? There's a documentary on Netflix about it.
I did see the documentary.
You watched it?
No, I didn't watch the documentary.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to watch it.
you should watch it. You don't know what side to lean on. All I'll say is this girl, they win a cruise. The mom finds out that she can take her daughter and her son with her. She takes them, so they all stay in one room. The dad gets up and leaves everyone asleep, but sees that the daughter's not there, Amy. And, you
It's
know,
always
it's like,
Amy.
and it's like,
Always a white girl named Amy.
and it's like, oh, you know, she'll be fine. I'm just gonna go looking for her, whatever. And yeah, they ended up. She's missing. But what follows after? You know, people. There's supposed sightings. There's certain things about what is said.
I'm going to bring Amy. You're going to have to bring Amy in here just to do these. Just do them. She'd be good. You have to do like the supplemental podcast, like crime. Why not? Let's do it all.
Man,
So what's the
you
one?
should watch it though. You should.
I will. I mean, I'm gonna have to do things because
like,
like
if
I gotta
you're-
keep up. I gotta keep up on what you keeping up on. We gotta do this. You know,
Yeah.
we gonna do it.
And I am reading The Alchemist, by the way. I am. There are no chapters, so I can't say what chapter I'm on.
It's good though. It's a good read though. Isn't
It
it?
is.
It's
It
easy.
is.
It's an easy read.
At first, I was like, I
yes.
said, you know what? Let me
Yes.
just keep. I said,
It
let me
takes a
just
while.
keep going. I said that I was gonna read it. Let me just keep. So I am.
It
Reading
takes
I
a
am.
while.
I am.
But once you get into it and the flow
Yeah.
gets into it, then
Yeah.
you just
You're like-
keep going. And at the end, you're like, oh wow, oh
I can't
wow.
wait to finish it.
Oh, you're gonna be done so quick. It's so quick, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like that is the right. That is it was yes. I'm not gonna say more. You have because you have to read it to get the end.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So what is our next episode on, Janae?
Our
Because
next
we
episode, I
we
do.
bumped everybody out.
Yeah, I have the next episode planned out already.
I hope you're healing while we're bumming you out.
Mm-hmm. So. So the fourth episode and our next episode's theme is going to be social media, its evolution, and the effects on today's generation.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun one.
So excited.
back in the day we used
to have the
dial-up.
So excited. Do you have your? Did I give you your questionnaire yet?
Yeah, I got it at home.
Okay. I had to make sure that I did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are we out?
We are out. That is
Right.
it for
Episode
today, you
3
guys.
is in the can.
Yes, episode 3.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
We will catch you later.
So that's all the time we've got for today. I'm Jay.
And I'm Zach.
Catch you guys next time. And as always, keep healing.
And keep hustling.